Hello and welcome back to another build. So today I'm building a nightclub. We don't have a lot of cool options, in my opinion, for kind of like nightlife in the game. So I decided to make my own. And this is actually inspired by a few different places in real life. I did that little like entryway because I kind of felt like that's what happens a lot. You just don't go straight into a club. You have that little entryway, something that divides the outside from the inside. And I wanted to go kind of darker, so I wanted to actually feel like a club because in the sim game, it tends to have a lot of lighting in whatever venues there are. So I kind of wanted to counteract that by making it darker. And here I am just kind of playing around with the bars. I wanted something really unique. And I ultimately end up going with that black and red bar because I thought red is such like a statement color. So it would go nicely with kind of like the ambiance that I was trying to build. And I put in some speakers because of course, what's a club without some lighting and some speakers? I really like that bottle decoration, and it was really nice. It had red backlighting, but because I end up putting mirrors on that little like wall, it covers up the backlighting of those decorations, but it's okay. I really like the reflective look that the mirrors give on later on. So this is like the sign I decided to be like, oh, the club sign, because I don't have any custom content neon signs, so I decided to use what was in game. And then here I am placing those mirrors. And I have BB.move objects on so I can get that seamless look, since we don't have mirrors that size that are seamless. So I made my own. Lighting is always very important, and because I thought the bar was like a very statement like piece of the build, so I decided to do some nice lighting. I really like that like fountain-esque decoration, but I felt like it was a little too much for where I put it. This is a custom content mural, so I thought it was really cool because we don't really have anything like this in game. And I think it was just like a really unique touch, so I included that. I copied the same sign and put it inside because branding is super important for nightlife. And I wanted to create a DJ booth. So my idea was to build cabinets and then do it that way, but I thought, what about doing it half walls? So I do these really cool half walls, and I put in a mixing table. I also put some lighting. I put the same lighting up front as I did in the back, so there's continuity. Because I didn't want too many elements, and I was kind of pushing it. So I decided just to reuse those same lights, some speakers, just playing around with placement. And then this is the mix table, the DJ table. It isn't currently functional how I placed it, but I'm sure if you bumped it out just a little bit more, it would be functional. And then here's a nice little car. I decided to have a little car in back for the artist of the night, whoever that may be. So it's kind of like a VIP, like back entrance, exclusive. So that's why I made that little car in the back. And then this side of this is actually like the dressing room and the private bathroom. So this is where the talent would hang out before the show. Again, I'm doing that seamless look with the mirrors. And that chair, I just couldn't resist that red chair. So the dressing room actually goes through a lot of changes because I didn't really know what I wanted to do with that space yet. So I kind of like jumped back and forth from that space and the rest of the club. And I wanted a little dressing area. So I decided, okay, I'm going to put that little podium from Get to Work, I think. And so there's that. And lighting is, of course, very important. And I made this like very like this little dressing area. Even though it isn't like super necessary because it already is a dressing room. But I thought, why not? We have some room to expand it out this club, and then it creates kind of like a back part where the car can hang out for the talent. And then playing around with that rug. I really like the zebra rug, but I didn't want it to overpower the space. That's why I switched to that swatch of the same rug. Those coffee tables are really cool. They're tufted. I really love tufted furniture. And some nice lighting. And if you see, you can see like the red spots on the floor. So this lighting actually turned out perfect for the effect that I wanted to create. Something that's really dark and more realistic than the clubs we currently have in the game. And I still wanted like table service, bottle service, so I create like those little lounge areas and I bump up the back because I wanted to have enough space. And then I realized for this lot type, I needed dining tables and dining chairs, so that was kind of frustrating. So I didn't really want that. So I didn't want Sims to go to that instead of the couches, but that's what the lot type required, so I put that in back there. I mean, you can get around this by having a locked room or a room with no walls and just have random furniture pieces in there. But I figured I might as well comply with the game requirements, so I did that. I wanted to highlight the fact that it's like the talent entrance, so I put that star back there. And I changed out the tables because I thought those were just a little too much, but I still kept that one four-top table. So I thought, okay, if it's a larger group of Sims, they can just all sit there and use that sign again on the bar. And then here's some artwork. I decided, oh, I don't really like it. And then I realized, okay, I have to do the floor eventually. So I picked this really nice dark floor because the whole area is dark. So I might as well, okay, why would I do a white floor in a nightclub? So I thought, okay, dark, preferably black flooring that kind of goes with the walls. And here I am doing some decor, so it's like a real club with bottles out of nectar. This is The Sims. Some glasses of orange juice, and that VIP bucket that's actually, I think, base game. And some lighting, and I wasn't really sure, because I didn't want it ultra dark, but I didn't want it to be too much. So I play around with the lighting a lot for the table. And the lamps I put in because I thought, okay, maybe they need a little extra light, but it just didn't really go well, so I think I ended up deleting those. And like I said before, the talent room, the dressing room goes through a lot of changes, so I actually put the door back there in order to give like a special entrance for the DJ table because the couches actually block entrance from the front, so I thought, okay, in order to have it semi-functional, I need to put a door through the dressing area to the stage. And I also realized, oh, I need a bathroom, so I was trying to like play around with the floor plan, but still I wanted that back entrance for the talent. And I decided to go for a gender-neutral bathroom because of space limitations on this lot, so I do that. I take these panels as a light source for the toilet, which I thought was really cool how it turned out, because it's not only like a decorative piece, but it's artwork. And it gave the bathroom a higher end feel. And the color scheme for the bathroom is kind of the same, well, it is the same as the rest of the club. Elements of black, white, and red. And I didn't want to do the seamless mirrors again, so I played around with some options. I found these really tall, nice mirrors that have little dividers. So I thought that was an interesting touch for the eye, so it wasn't just one completely seamless look, it just had some variation in it. And then that artwork I downloaded from the Sims resource and I'm obsessed with because it's super neutral and it's elegant, so I could put it anywhere. I didn't want to overdo the light panels, So I made the sign a little bigger. And I figured I need a trash can, so I put in a trash chute in the bathroom. I've put in some lot traits for when my Sims come to visit. If I were to do this build again, I would change the artwork in the corner. So I think I've overused those pieces, so I need to put something else there. And then again, I go work on the dressing room. This is the private bathroom for the talent. It wasn't really necessary, but I thought it was kind of cool. Especially because I haven't really used that kind of tile in a bathroom, and I thought it was kind of edgy and cool, so I thought this is the perfect place to use it. Some plants, of course, because what is a build without a plant or two? I'm playing around with those couch options because I really wanted some seating in the dressing area. And then just random artwork. And that I put actually in the hallway, so it wouldn't be as bland. And then this is the 3-tile mirror that comes with the game. I didn't modify it for the seamless look because I did that in the main bar area, so I decided to do it a little differently. I thought about adding a fountain, but I didn't have a good spot for it. And I noticed that I need to color the outside. And so this is the artwork that I actually really like. This is also from the Sims resource. I really like natural, simple pieces or something focused on like the human form or something very abstract. So those are the kind of pieces that I like to put down. Oh, I forgot I put those plants down. And then again, I'm playing with the lighting. I thought maybe it's a little too dark. And then actually change the trim so it's not as walled off on the half wall. And so I added that rope to make it seem more of a VIP entrance. Some flowers in the bathroom just to make it more decorative. And then the front of the club is very important, so I did a really nice fountain next to the velvet rope. And I put the little fountains in there. And I actually changed the color of the fountain so it would go better with the outside of the building. And then here I was doing sort of the red lines that you would see in parking lots, like do not park here or this is reserved parking. And I thought that was really cool because you wouldn't really see just like a flat, matte blacktop. So I thought it was an interesting detail to add. It's kind of like the trellis technique, but just on the floor. And here's the tour. Front, the entrance with the fountains going. And here's some Sims in here enjoying. This is the front bar. Another angle of the front. Here's people enjoying the DJ booth. And then look at this bar. I didn't do the mirror on the back side. So that's why you can see the red lighting. A VIP table. The beautiful bathroom that's gender neutral. The toilet. Another angle of the bathroom with some nice circular lighting. Here's the DJ booth. The back hallway for the talent. And of course the beautiful dressing room with the red and black and white and brown. The extra bathroom for the talent. And the dressing room. Here's the back entrance for the talent. That's actually a sized up car. Thanks for watching.